Elevated anxiety after a car accident is common, and you can speed up your recovery using exposure therapy. Exposure therapy is based on the idea that avoidance can perpetuate anxiety, and that gradually facing feared situations is a key component of the treatment. Step 1. Create a fear hierarchy. Create a hierarchy of feared driving situations, starting from less anxiety-provoking to more distressing scenarios. This helps you to take on one task at a time and provides a structured approach to facing fears gradually. Step 2. Imaginal exposure. Begin with imaginal exposure, where you vividly write down or record the story of the accident while in a safe and controlled environment. This helps to release the negative intense emotions associated with the accident. While the first time you recall the accident will be difficult, your anxiety will go down over time if you can stay with it for long enough for your body to calm down. Step 3. Real-life exposure. Exposure involves real-life situations related to driving that are part of the fear hierarchy. Create a list of driving tasks that you can do for a prolonged time, such as routes, e.g., local freeway, or destinations, for example, your local convenience store. Start with less challenging situations and gradually move towards more anxiety-provoking ones. Remember to do only one task at a time and go back and forth along the route until your highest level of anxiety falls by roughly half, for example, 80% to 40%. Step 4. Processing your exposures. After each session, identify the thoughts that are driving your anxiety. Common thoughts might be, "I am going to be seriously injured," or "all drivers are not safe." Challenge these thoughts by writing down the evidence for and against them. For example, "I am not seriously injured now," or "the actual rate of accidents in my area is 4%. Step 5. Gradually and persistently work up your list. As you gradually work up your list of tasks, your anxiety will slowly fall. It is normal to have increased anxiety after completing exposures to the memory of the accident or after completing a driving exposure task. Focus on consistently taking small steps forward by completing driving exposure tasks, one at a time, until you are ready to move on to the next item on your list. If you find a task is too difficult, you can modify it by driving in lower traffic or by driving at a different time of the week. For example, Sunday afternoons instead of weekdays. Step 6. Use coping skills to manage your anxiety before and after exposure tasks. Use mindfulness and relaxation techniques to help cope with the anxiety that will happen as you complete your exposure exercises. Basic relaxation exercises, such as breathing deeply and slowly, can help you to calm down after you have completed an exposure task or to calm yourself down if you are very anxious before starting one.